Welcome back to Shadow Scribe, where we explore the darkest corners of unsolved mysteries. I'm your host, and today we're investigating one of the most baffling disappearances in modern history, not of a person, but of an entire community. Imagine waking up to discover that an entire town, your neighbors, the local shopkeepers, the children who played in the streets, have vanished without explanation. No mass exodus, no warning signs, just gone. This isn't fiction. This is the story of Ashley Falls, a rural mining community of 87 residents that seemingly disappeared overnight in November of 1997. Part 1. The Town. Ashley Falls sat nestled in the remote highlands of region, established in 1923 as a copper mining outpost. By the mid-90s, the mine had long closed, but the town persisted, a close-knit community of families who had called this place home for generations. To understand what happened, we need to understand Ashley Falls itself. Former resident James Mercer, who had moved away just 6 months before the incident, described it as, James Mercer, "It was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone. Friday nights at the Copper Kettle Diner, Sunday services at the chapel. Simple living, hard-working folks. Nothing extraordinary ever happened there, until everything did." The town consisted of 32 homes, a general store, a small elementary school, a diner, and the old mining administrative building that served as their town hall. The nearest neighboring town was Grayson, some 40 miles away through mountainous terrain. Part 2. The Discovery. On November 12, 1997, mail carrier Patrick Dunn arrived for his bi-weekly delivery route to find Ashley Falls completely deserted. What Dunn discovered was deeply unsettling. Cars remained in driveways, half-eaten meals sat on dining tables, a classroom full of open textbooks, but no students or teacher. The town generator still hummed, powering empty buildings. Patrick Dunn. It was like everyone just stood up and walked away mid-life. I called out, checked every building, nothing, no signs of struggle, no blood, no evidence of panic. Just absence. Dunn immediately radioed for help from Grayson. Within hours, state police arrived, and what began as a wellness check evolved into one of the most perplexing investigations in criminal history. Part 3. The Investigation. The initial search revealed several disturbing details. Not a single resident was accounted for. All 87 inhabitants vanished. Personal identification documents remained in homes. No luggage appeared to be packed or missing. The town's only gas station showed no unusual fuel purchases, the sole access. Roads showed no signs of mass vehicle departure. Phone records indicated no outgoing calls after 9:43 p.m. on November 11th. Sheriff Lowell Hayes led the investigation. Sheriff Hayes, "We brought in dogs, helicopters, thermal imaging, every resource at our disposal. The search perimeter extended 20 miles in every direction. We found nothing. No bodies, no evidence of mass migration. First, it was as if 87 people evaporated into thin air. The case quickly captured national attention. Theories ranged from government intervention to mass suicide, cult activity to extraterrestrial abduction. But none of these theories held up under scrutiny. Part 4. The Evidence. 3 pieces of evidence have fueled speculation for decades. First, the town's weather monitoring station recorded an unusual electromagnetic disturbance at 2:17 a.m. on November 12th. A massive power spike followed by 3 minutes of complete electronic silence. Second, resident Mary Perkins' journal found open on her bedside table with a final cryptic entry. "They've been watching from the trees for 3 nights now. Thomas says we shouldn't worry, but the lights keep getting closer. God help us if what the old mine foreman said was true." And third, perhaps most disturbing, was a Polaroid photograph found in the town hall. Dated November 11th, it shows the entire community gathered in the town square. In the image, every resident stares upward at something beyond the frame. Their expressions are not of terror, but of transfixion. Forensic analysts have studied these faces for years. Detective Anna Reyes observed, "It's the expressions that haunt me. These aren't people running from something. They're people walking towards something." Part 5. The Theories. After examining all available evidence, investigators have proposed several theories. Theory 1. Mass relocation. Some believe the government relocated the town due to discovered toxic contamination. The old mine. But no records exist of such an operation, and many families had relatives who were never contacted afterward. Theory 2. criminal conspiracy. Perhaps the town witnessed something they shouldn't have, a criminal operation using their remote location. But this doesn't explain why no bodies were ever found or why no resident ever resurfaced. Theory 3, environmental disaster. An unknown gas leak from the abandoned mine shafts could have caused mass hallucination followed by disorientation and death in the surrounding wilderness. However, environmental testing revealed no toxins. Theory 4, the unexplained. Some researchers point to the electromagnetic disturbance and the strange lights mentioned in Mary Perkins' journal, suggesting phenomena beyond conventional explanation. Part 6, the aftermath. 27 years have passed. Ashley Falls remains abandoned, now owned by the state and closed to the public. Occasionally, personal items from the town resurface in strange places. A child's teddy bear found 200 miles away in a forest. A town resident's watch discovered on a beach 3 states over. In 2012, the case was officially classified as unsolved, inactive, by federal authorities. The families of those who vanished have never received closure. Madeline Wilkes, whose sister and brother-in-law were among the missing, established the Ashley Falls Truth Foundation. Madeline Wilkes, someone knows something. A town doesn't just disappear. People don't just vanish. Someone took them or something happened that's being covered up. We won't stop until we know the truth. Ashley Falls stands frozen in time, a monument to one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our age. The half-eaten meals have long since decayed, but the questions remain fresh. Where did 87 people go in the middle of the night? Why was there no sign of struggle or departure? And what were they all looking at in that final photograph? Perhaps the most terrifying aspect of this case isn't what we know, it's what we don't. In an age of constant surveillance and digital footprints, how could an entire community vanish without a trace? And the question that keeps investigators awake at night, could it happen again? If you have any information about the residents of Ashley Falls or similar cases, contact the number on your screen. Sometimes the truth lies just beyond the shadows. This has been Shadow Scribe. Remember to like, subscribe, and check your doors before dark. We'll see you next time.